Good morning. Woo. Today is Thursday, November 19th. It's dark out because our sun hasn't come up yet, and I'm getting up early to do this class today because I have some things I gotta get done. Anyways, today is going to be instead of head to toe, a toe to head yoga using the chair, mostly seated, but we'll get up and stand and maybe do a couple things standing at the chair, but most of it's going to be seated. So you will need a chair, you will need blocks or a couple stacked blankets. I have my blankets here too to show you guys. Oh, I don't know if you can see them. Stacked blankets or towels, and a strap or a tie or a towel for that. So go ahead, find yourself a seat. Oh, and also, a can of something, whatever, just because we're going to roll our feet on it to start. So go ahead, find yourself a comfortable seated position, preferably in your chair since that's where we're going to be today. If you feel like being on the floor, that is totally fine if you want to start off laying down or seated on the floor. So go ahead and bring your eyes to close. Let the outside world go. And bring your awareness onto yourself and onto your breathing. So my quote today says, "People will love you, people will hate you, and none of it will have anything to do with you." People will love you, people will hate you, and none of it will have anything to do with you. And I like this quote because sometimes, in life you'll meet people and you get the impression they don't like you, or maybe it's obvious that somebody doesn't like you at work or in your family or whatever, and you're like, God, what did I ever do? What did I ever do? It's not anything you ever did or I ever did. It's something with them. It's something that's going on in their lives, in their personal life, in their work life. It's got nothing to do with you. Because you are lovable, you are you, there's no one youer than you, right? Dr. Seuss quote. But it's about them. So you can't hang on to why don't they? It's about them. And maybe just have a little bit of empathy for them and for whatever the situation's they're going through. Maybe they're insecure, maybe they're not as loved as much as you, maybe they're not as well respected at work as you. Whatever the case may be, it's nothing to do with you. It's all about them. So when that happens, take a deep breath and say, hey, I am comfortable where I'm at, I love where I'm at, and I feel sorry for that person. Have some empathy, have some kindness. And maybe, just maybe, that might turn them eventually. You never know. Take a couple more breaths right where you're at. And then gently blink your eyes open. If your feet were crisscrossed on your chair like mine, go ahead and have them come flat to the earth, slide forward on your chair. I'm just going to set my hot water aside because I've been drinking it, because in the morning my throat sounds like a frog. So let me have a coaster, but let me just put this here on a napkin there. So it's out of the way. Okay, so we're just going to start off with a few seated sun salutations just to get the body warmed up and moving. And then we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna start with our toes and work all the way up to our heads. So inhale, reach those arms out and up. Exhale, swan dive down. You can reach for the floor, you can touch the floor, or you can touch your blocks in front of you. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale here. Exhale, slowly begin to roll all the way back up. Reach those arms out and up. Exhale to mountain pose. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, lift up halfway to a flat back. Exhale and fold. Inhale here. Exhale, slowly begin to roll back up. Reach the arms up. Exhale to mountain pose. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, lift up halfway, flat back. Exhale and bow. Inhale here. Exhale, slowly begin to roll back up, reaching the arms up. Exhale your hands to prayer. Close your eyes. Set your intention for today's practice. And then gently blink your eyes to open. You can separate your blocks, so you put your blocks in front of you. And so if you want to scoot yourself back in your chair, that's fine. I sit towards the ends of my seat because my legs are short. So just go ahead and just stomp your feet a little bit. Just gonna scoot my chair. Just stomp your feet too. Stomp those feet a little bit. And then go ahead and stretch the legs out and flex those feet. Flex those toes, pointing back at your nose. Flex, flex, flex. And then go ahead and point. And then go ahead and flex again. And point. And then go ahead and bend those knees back up. Stretch those feet a little bit. Grab your can and place it underneath your right foot and just roll your foot. Roll your can all along your foot. If you have a therapy ball, you can go ahead and use the therapy ball or the racquetball. Like I bought you guys some racquetballs. You can use that. I just figured everybody's got a can of something in their pantry, so everybody's got a can. And then roll the can and just try to balance your toes on the top of the can. Really try to spread those toes wide, like your toes are trying to grip that can and pick it up, even though it won't be able to, but just try to do that. And then roll the can a little bit just so it's on the ball of the big toe and the baby toe. And just kind of wiggle the can there on those two bigger bones. Just give those bones a little massage too. And then go ahead and move the can to the arch of your foot. Now you don't have to press down hard on the arch of your foot because the arch is a more sensitive, squishier area. So just gently roll it, just massage it. I almost like the can better than the ball for the arch of the foot because it covers the whole arch. So you can massage the whole part. When you use the ball, you kind of got to roll it between. That's just my own preference. And then go ahead and get to the heel. Now the heel again, you can press down harder because it's just bone underneath that thin layer of skin. And jiggle that can underneath the ball of the foot. And then go ahead and roll the can all the way up and down. the whole foot. And then take that foot and set it aside and just sit tall and observe how the right foot feels in comparison to the left. I always notice that the one feels lighter. It might feel a little tingly because you stimulated so much circulation to go to your foot. It just feels good. And then go ahead and switch the can over to your left foot and just roll it all the way up and down the whole foot. Just gonna grab another sip of water. Sorry, I usually have my hot water before I do teach my classes, but I was up earlier today and I didn't get it in, so I'm sorry. But hot water with lemon first thing in the morning is so good for you, for your body, to help rehydrate you, to clean out any extra toxins that might have built up overnight, because they always do. So I always start off with a cup or two of warm or hot water with lemon juice in it. So good for you. And it helps with reflux. I don't exactly know why, the mechanism of that yet. It does help with reflux too. Supposedly it's also good for your bowels. That has not worked with me, but I still like it. Oh, and it's also good if you've had a history of kidney stones, to help prevent the kidney stones. So there you go, a little bit of extra information this morning from him. Go ahead and take the can or the ball to your toes. And again, we're just gonna try and spread those toes really, really wide on that can. Spread them, spread them, spread them. Press down with those toes. And the can or the ball will kind of jiggle, and that's the little bit of the massage that you want to give it. And then go ahead again, go to the balls of the pinky toe and the big toe. And there you can kind of press hard. Again, it's just bone underneath that skin. And then go to the arch of the foot. And again, the arch of the foot, you don't have to press as hard. And then, go to the ball or the heel of your foot. And again, you can press down harder with that. And actually, I do know why the lemon water helps with reflux. I was just having a brain fart because I'm up so early this morning. Lemon water, contrary to what you think that it would be acidic, is more alkalinic. And when you're making your body more alkalinic, that tends to help flush out the acid and neutralize that acid, which acid reflux builds up in your body. So I actually do know the answer to that. And then go ahead and roll the can or the ball all the way up and down on the foot. You know, we're spending a lot of time on our feet right now, but your feet are your basis for your foundation. Without your feet to support the rest of the body, I mean, it just falls apart, right? So, and we too often do not focus on our feet. So it's okay to give them a little extra love today. And then go ahead and take your foot off that can, set your can aside, or your ball aside, and just sit tall and observe how the left foot feels. And then go ahead and curl your toes under. Maybe you can push a little pressure on them. And then release, switch to the other side. You're just stretching the top of that foot now, getting into the front of the shin too. And switch and go back to the right again. And then one more time to the left. Great. Go ahead and lean back in your chair and just stretch your legs out and just roll those ankles now. Roll them, roll them, roll them. Roll the other way too. And then come stand up. We're going to come stand behind our chair. Like I said, we're going to use our chair seated or standing. So stand behind your chair. We're just going to get to our calves now. So first, go ahead and take a downward facing dog on your chair. Just release the whole back side of your body. And then look forward and take a big step forward with your right foot. Make it big enough that you feel the stretch at the back of the left calf, but short enough that the back heel stays down. Like I don't want you to come up on that back heel. I want that back heel down, touching the earth. And then you can stay here with your hands on your chair. You can reach your arms up if you'd like. If you want to get a little bit more balance, you can lower the arms down by your sides, palms face forward, and you can take your body and just lean your body forward. That also deepens the stretch to the back of that left calf. Make sure both feet are pressing evenly down to the earth. Take a couple breaths wherever you are at. And then if you're leaning forward, come back up, raise those arms back up. And then exhale those hands back down. Go ahead and step that back foot forward, walk it on and out. And then step back into your downward facing dog again. And then this time look forward, step that left foot forward again, a big enough step that it stretches the whole back of that left calf, but short enough that that back heel stays down on the earth. Really root down with both feet, pressing down. Your hands can stay on your chair. They can hover, they can come up. Last option is to lower those arms out and down by your sides. Again, palms face forward, squeeze those shoulder blades together, and then you can tip your spine nice and long forward. Again, when you do this, it deepens the stretch to the back of that right calf. If you want to lean forward, you can also do it leaning forward with your hands on the chair. Totally fine. And if you're leaning forward, come back up, raise those arms up, and then exhale those hands down to the chair, step that back foot forward, and walk it on out. Go ahead and curl the toes under again. Switch it a couple times. And then while we're standing here, we're going to get to our quads, and then we'll get back to our hamstrings. So you got your chair right in front of you. You are going to, and this might be where you need your strap. I'll grab my strap just to show you guys as well. So you're standing here. Kick that left heel towards your bum. If you can grab onto your foot, your ankle, your pant leg with your hand, great. If you can't and you don't have a strap or tie, just keep reaching that left hand back towards that foot. If you have a strap or a tie or a towel, you can take that strap or towel and wrap it around your foot, and you can pull on the strap to get you that quad stretch. So wherever you're at, just take a couple breaths. If you want to try and work some balance here too, you can hover that right hand. You can lift the right hand up. If you want to add in a little baby dancer, you can go ahead and start to tip forward a little bit with that leg. If you're tipping forward, come straight back up. If you're balancing, lower that right hand back down, and then release that left leg. Walk it on out again. Switching sides, we're going to kick the right heel. So kick that right heel towards your bum. If this is as far as you go, great, stay there. If you can reach the foot or ankle or pant leg, great. If you have the strap and would like to use the strap, again, you just wrap it around that right foot, and then you can pull that leg or that foot towards your bum. You can stay here. If you want to try and balance, you can lift the hand. You can raise the hand up. And if you want to do tiny dancer, you can go ahead and tip forward a little bit for your tiny dancer. If you're leaning forward, come back up. The hand is lifted, lower it back down. And then release that right foot or strap that has the foot. Set the strap aside, walk it on and out. And we're going to come back and take a downward facing dog again, just to release the low back. If you want to go a little further, you can hinge. You can take a block and touch the block, like for a forward fold. Or if you want to sway and take a rag down, you certainly can. And then wherever you're at, you can slowly begin to come back up. Shake it out. Okay, come have a seat back in your chair. And go ahead and grab your strap. So you're going to work the hamstrings now. So you got your strap or your towel or your tie or whatever it is you got. You're going to place that strap on the ball of the right foot. So you can sit all the way back in your chair if you'd like, or you can sit on the edge of your seat. Again, I sit towards the edge of my seat because I like my legs to touch firmly on the ground, and they don't when I sit back. So you've got the strap, one strap in each hand on that foot. You're going to stretch that leg out. It does not have to go all the way straight, but if it does, great. So you're going to hold it here like this, straight up in front of you. And then you're going to try lifting it up. However, let me show you. If you have the leg, maybe your leg's even down here. If that's enough for you, that's great. And then try lifting it. However, if when you go to try and lift it, you start going like this, no. Posture's got to stay tall. Keep that leg lower and keep that posture tall. And this may be enough of a hamstring stretch for you. Great, stay there. But if you want to get a little bit deeper, you can raise that foot. And you'll feel it all the way back up that hamstring. Again, the knee can be slightly bent or it can be straight. It's whatever feels good for you. But take a few breaths here. It's a huge, huge stretch. And then slowly lower that right leg back down. Lower, lower, lower. All the way to the earth. Remove the strap. Go ahead and butterfly your legs. And then again, you'll take the strap and put it on the ball of the left foot this time. Sitting up tall. And again, maybe it's enough of a hamstring stretch to be down here. And that's totally fine. So if you're down here, that's fine. In particular, men tend to have tighter hamstrings, and that's totally fine. But again, the important part is to keep that spine nice and tall. Don't round to get your leg higher. So like spine nice and tall, and then wherever you're at, if you can raise it a little bit, maybe raise it a lot of it. Whatever it is, just keep that posture tall. And like I said, you may feel this back into the back of your calf again. And slowly start to lower that leg down. Remove the strap. Go ahead and butterfly those legs. Set your strap aside. And And then grab your blocks and put your blocks in front of you in between your feet. On the high setting to start, and if you can bring them down lower, that's fine, but start with on the high setting. And so we're just going to get to, I just feel like we need a twist right here before we go into our hips. So go ahead and take your hands to your blocks. Your feet are about as wide as your mat. Keep the right hand down. You're just going to twist your body and reach that left arm up to the sky. Reach, 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 reach. Take a deep breath. And then exhale, come on down. We're going to thread the needle. So tuck it underneath that left arm. And you can look to your right. And then inhale, slowly uncurl that arm, take it back up. And then exhale that hand down, just kind of shake your shoulders out. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So inhale, twist, reach that right arm up. Reach, reach, reach. And then next, exhale, come down, tuck that right arm behind the left. Reach it through and go ahead and look to your left. Next, inhale, slowly pull that right arm out, take it back up, reach. And then exhale, drop that right hand down. Go ahead and roll on up, shake it on out. So we're just gonna do a little bit of cat and cow here now. We're gonna do it seated, obviously. So go ahead and take those arms out to a T. And then exhale, round the spine, hug your ball. Really hollow out your belly, drop your chin to your chest. And then next, inhale, open her up. You can look up or you can keep your head forward if it doesn't feel good to have your head falling back, but arch that back. And then again, exhale, round the spine, bring your chin to your chest. And then inhale, open up. And the next exhale, come to neutral, shake it out a little bit. And then we're gonna get to our hips now because we're working our way on up. So I like to have blocks on a low setting for this. Okay, because you guys know my feet don't touch the ground. So you can sit all the way back in your chair if you'd like, or you can stay seated at the edge of your seat. I'm more towards the edge. Take that left ankle, cross it over the right knee. Keep a hard flex to that left foot, and the right foot's automatically hard flex till it's flat on the earth. You're going to take your left hand and just have the natural weight of your left hand on that left knee. And that's enough of an added pressure because it'll gradually help it loosen up or open up more. So you can just sit here tall just like this, and that's fine. Or if you'd like to lean forward, you can lean forward and get a little bit deeper into that stretch. That's fine too. If you'd like to rest your arms on that left leg, it's added weight. It's not pressing down with the arms, you're just resting them. You can go ahead and do that and still keep leaning forward. Last option is if in your hip opener you want to go a little bit further, you can reach those arms down in front of you. So the arm should be to the right arm should be the inside of that foot. Mine was like kind of stuck there for a second. And just reach. So any and all the variations are totally fine. You go to where it feels good for you. ab, you're leaning forward, slowly begin to roll up. Sit tall, keep the leg right where it's at, and just because it might feel good, just do some shoulder rolls. And roll them the other way too. And then grab that left foot with your left hand, the right hand can hold onto your chair, and you're just gonna try and work towards straightening that leg out in front of you. Maybe it doesn't go all the way straight, maybe it's bent a lot. Be like this, it's fine, but just hold it up in front of you, keeping that spine nice and long. And then next, inhale, bend that leg back in, and then exhale, release that leg down, go ahead and butterfly. Switching sides, take that right ankle over the left knee, hard flexing that right foot the whole time. First option is to sit tall here and have that right hand just resting on the knee for some added weight. That's great. If you want to lean forward a little bit with that hand on the knee, great. Next option is to rest the arms on that leg, that shin. That's great. Again, don't press down with the arms. It's just a natural added weight of adding the arms. Helps to get deeper into that hip. If that's still not enough for you, you can go ahead and extend those arms forward and reach towards the floor. Again, any and all are totally fine. You go where it feels good for you. Another windy day again today, guys. Crazy this wind. Mayla was out of school for 3 days this week because her school had no power. So she had no school Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Today she's finally going back to school. Crazy. And then slowly begin to roll back up if you're leaning forward. Sit here like this. Just again, roll those shoulders. And roll them the other way too. And then cross that have your right hand grab the outside of that right foot. Left hand holds the chair. And then again, you're going to work towards trying to straighten that leg. And it doesn't have to go all the way straight, but your posture does have to stay tall. And then inhale that leg back in. Exhale, release that leg down. Go ahead and butterfly. And then go ahead and stack your blocks up. And have them to the outside of your feet. And you're going to be on your heels. Your legs are going to be extended out long now. So you might want to move to the edge of your seat if you were seated back further. So you're on your heels. If this is going to be too much of a balancing for you, you can start off bending the left leg up and stay on just the right heel. So you're going to sit here nice and tall, reach those arms out. And you're just going to lean forward. It's like a forward fold. We're going towards the floor. Your blocks are here to raise the floor to you. Again, you can have the left knee bent if it's too challenging, like to balance with both feet out. It's totally fine, especially if it's first thing in the morning and you're not quite waking up enough yet. So you can have that left leg bent and reach, or you can have both legs up straight. Reach. So it's just releasing the low back. It's our forward fold while we're seated in our chair. And the blocks are here to raise the floor to you as well. Then slowly begin to roll back up, bend those knees up, stomp your feet out. And we're going to do that one more time. So you can have the right knee bent, left leg out straight this time. Sit tall. Reach the arms out, and you can start to lean forward and reach towards the floor, reach towards the blocks. Again, you're getting up the back of that whole left leg this time into the hip, into the low back. If you want to extend both legs, that's totally fine too. Inhale, roll back up, bend those legs up. And you can flatten butterfly again. Inhale, reach those arms straight on up. Exhale, twist to the right, open arm, twist for a spinal. Twisting. And then inhale, both arms back up to center. Exhale, twist to the left, right arm comes forward. And then inhale, both arms up. Exhale them down. Go ahead and grab the back of your chair now. We already kind of got the back of the shoulders when we did our thread the needle when you were sitting. So now we're going to get the front of the shoulders. So you're going to either hold on to your seats, the bottom of the seat, or the back of your chair. And you're sitting nice and tall. And then I just want you to accentuate, really broaden across your chest. You could take a little back bend if you want with it, or just broadening across the chest. You can look up and let your head fall back if it feels good, or you can just keep looking forward. Just don't look down. Keep your chin at least parallel to the floor. Take a couple breaths here as we open the front of those shoulders. And then next exhale, release the hands, just kind of shake it on out. And turn back straight to face you guys. And we're just gonna take our right arm out to a T, cross it in front of the chest, have the left hand grab a hold, and just get a little stretch. You can tilt your left shoulder if you want to add a little bit of a neck stretch in too. Inhale the head up, release the arm, and an exhale, shake it out. The left arm comes out to a T, cross it in front of your chest. Grab a hold of it with the right. Again, you can stay here if you want the neck stretch, tilt the right ear to right shoulder. Inhale the head up, release the bind on an exhale, shake it out. Go ahead and sit with your feet about hip distance apart. Left hand's gonna hold on to the side of your chair. Right hand's gonna come up. We're gonna get to our side body now. Go ahead and lean to the left. Really reaching long with that right arm, like somebody's pulling your arm to the left. Huge side body stretch. Inhale, come up. Lower that arm down and exhale, shake it out. Inhale that left arm up, right arm hand holds onto the chair. Go ahead and lean to the right. Again, somebody's pulling your fingertips to the right. Inhale, come up. Exhale that arm down, shake it out. And now we are going to get to our necks. So sit comfortably. I'm going to sit crisscross. And just bring your right ear to right shoulder. Right hand places gently on your head. Left hand to a low left diagonal. Turn your nose a little bit towards your right underarm. And then turn your nose a little bit more towards your right underarm. And release your hands to your lap, head and neck come back up to vertical slowly. And just gently shake your head no. A few baby circles with the shoulders. The other way too. And then left ear to left shoulder. Left hand places gently on the head. Right hand to low right diagonal. Turn your nose a little bit towards that left underarm. And one more time, turn the nose a little bit more. And then inhale, bring your hands back to your lap. Exhale, head and neck, come back up to neutral. Slowly shake your head no a few times. Do a few baby circles with your shoulders. Roll the other way too. And then go ahead and settle into your chair, or if you want to get down on the floor, and settle in for your Shavasana. If you can stay in Shavasana a little bit longer, please, please, please do so. If not, begin to deepen your breath. Make some small movements with the fingers and the toes. If you are laying down, go ahead and roll off to your right side. If you are seated in your chair, just sit nice and tall and bring your hands to your heart center. Thank you guys for practicing with me here today. I greatly, greatly appreciate all your love and all your support. Remember, people are going to love you, they're going to hate you, they're going to feel indifferent about you, but again, it's got nothing to do with you. It's about what's going on with them in their own personal lives. So don't take it to heart. Shrug it off. Let it go. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you be happy. And may your mind be at ease. Together we bow and say, Namaste. Thank you guys so much. Happy Thursday, almost the weekend, yay! It's another windy day, so still try and get outside and at least get some fresh air. Take a couple breaths outside because a good, clean, fresh air is always good to help waken you up, to lift the spirits, to help your lungs expand nice and big and full. Yeah, so have a good day. Have a great weekend. Hugs and kisses from me to you. Love and miss all of you so much. Bye guys, take care.